Okay, so we're moving on with indices, section 2.3, chapter 2. We're doing questions 7 to 14 today. So they want to evaluate 8 to the power of 1/3. So evaluate just means turn it into just the simplest number you can. So part 1, 8 to the power of 1/3. Now we've done this plenty. If we see a fraction, it means it's a root. So it's the cube root of 8. Now you can do the cube root of 8 in your calculator as we did in the previous lessons, and the cube root of 8 is 2. Part 2. Express 4 to the power of 1/4 in the form of 2 to the power of k. Well, let's have a look at that there. So it has to be 2 to the power of something, and k is an element of q. Now q is a rational number. Rational just means it's a fraction. Okay, so let's have a look at 4. How can we change that into 2? Well, 4 can be written as 2 squared, and then that's to the power of 4. Now we have brackets and indices, so we multiply. So that's 2 to the power of 2 over 4. Now simplifying this fraction, 2 to the power of 4 is the same as a half. So it's 2 to the power of a half. And then finally, part 3. Let's clear that up a bit. We've got find the value of x for which 8 to the power of 1/3 by 4 to the power of 1/4 equals 2 to the power of 4 minus x. Now, as we just saw a second ago, let's just start from the start. What we're looking for is x. It's up here in the indices, so we have to make all our base numbers the same. So we saw a second ago that 8 to the power of 1/3 is just 2. 4 to the power of 1/4 can be 2 to the power of a half, and that's equal to 2 to the power of 4 minus x. Now I've got two base numbers here that are the same. That 2 is to the power of 1. So when two numbers are multiplying, what do we do to the indices? We add them. So 1 plus a half is 1 1/2. And that's equal to 2 to the power of 4 minus x. Now our base numbers are the same. That means our indices must be the same. So 1 1/2 is equal to 4 minus x. Now let's convert 1 1/2 into a top-heavy fraction. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So it's 3 over 2 equals 4 minus x. 2 is dividing, so it'll come across to multiply. So 3 is equal to 2 times 4 minus x. 2 multiplies into the brackets, so 3 is equal to 8 minus 2x. Minus 2x comes over to the left, and 3 will come over to the right. So I'll get 2x equals 8 minus 3. 2x is equal to 5, and x is equal to 5 over 2. All right, let's have a look at question 8. Write as a power of 2, 8. Well, it's easy. 8 can be just written as 2 to the power of 3. Write as a power of 2, 8 to the power of 2/3. Well, I know that I can write 8 as 2 to the power of 3, and then that's to the power of 2/3. When I have a situation with indices and brackets, I multiply. So that is 2 to the power, sorry, I don't need the bracket anymore, 2 to the power of 6 over 3. And of course, 6 over 3 is just the same as 2. So, sorry, yes, yeah, that's correct. Now, solve for x this equation. So we've got what we're looking for is up in the indices, so that means we need to make all our base numbers the same. So 8 to the power of 2/3, well, I know that can be written as 2 squared. I just found out that a second ago. Then I've got 2 to the power of 3x minus 4. And then from part A, I know that 8 can be written as 2 to the power of 3. Now, it's up to you really how you do this. I mean, this 2 to the power of 3 is dividing, come across to multiply if you wish. Or the fact that you have a base number and a base number and it's dividing, it means you could subtract the indices. I'm just going to cross multiply to keep it as friendly as possible. So it's 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 2 squared equals 2 to the power of 3x minus 4. Now, when we're multiplying two base numbers that are the same, we add our indices. So 2 to the power of 5 equals 2 to the power of 3x minus 4. Our base numbers are the same, so our indices must be the same. 5 is equal to 3x minus 4. So 3x is equal to 5 plus 4. 3x is equal to 9. And dividing both sides by 3, x is equal to 3.